I said I was going to get back to the Road Child Wednesday, but I completed almost my full first week of driving, and I wanted to talk about that. It's pretty much the same like when I was driving before, except I do get a little bit of anxiety. You know, it's just so many things going on. There's so many cars on the road. It's a lot of stuff, and so I go back to the doctor Wednesday. I'm gonna talk to him about that because I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be all tense in the car. I want to be relaxed like it was. Now, this may happen, as I drive. I might just get more comfortable. I don't know if the anxiety is gonna always be there. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just get really anxious. But my counseling office is moving. So I have to move this weekend, and I'm also going to Selma for a conference, and I'm excited about that. The driving though, it's not that bad. Night driving, I really hate night, and I only hate night driving because people have their brights on, and it's hard, to see, and so sometimes that's frustrating. And so night driving is probably worse than day driving. Yeah. Which, I'm 41 years old, so it was gonna get, it was getting bad anyway. I remember before the stroke when I was driving, I could not see at night. So that's just the way that it is. I just gotta get comfortable with it, I guess. And I'm working on that. I am. Like I said, I think it's just, I'm hoping that, just doing it and doing it like immersion therapy. I'm just immersing myself into it, and I hope that's going to be enough. I don't know. I'm very glad to be able to transport myself. I had a lot of people that were willing to help me, which I appreciate, but there is nothing like being able to just transport yourself to anywhere you want to go when you want to go. I love that. It's great. Again, not that I was not appreciative of people being willing to help me, because they were, but I just wanted to be able to go on my own, which I can. I have I had any? No close calls or nothing like that. I pretty much, I work like 30 minutes away from my house, so I have to drive an hour every day. You know, I guess it's good practice. It just makes me so anxious because of all the cars around. And I gotta stay in my lane, and then they gotta worry about the people in the other lanes, and it's just sometimes if I can feel myself being tense, I'm like, you gotta relax, you got to stop that. Cause I don't want to be one of these drivers driving like this. I really don't want to do that. I talk about people like that, so I don't want to be one of them. I want to just drive, and it'll be fun. So I'm gonna talk to him when I go on Thursday about if there's anything that I can do. As a therapist, I know that most anxiety medications make you sleepy. I did not need to be sleepy driving, obviously. So it would have to be something that was not going to make me sleepy. It could go away on this. He may say that. He may say it's just something that's going to take time. I haven't driven since May of last year. And so it may just take a little bit of time to get used to it. I can do that, and as long as I know it's not forever. But if I'm just gonna be a nervous driver, I would like to have something that's gonna calm me down. Cause that's when people get hurt, when they're all tense and stuff. I don't want to be like that at all. That is not something that I want to do. So driving has been successful. I've driven to work all this week, and it's been fine. I went through a drive-through and all this stuff. So I pretty much, I think I got it. I always thought I had it. I had to wait for them to tell me that I could, but I always felt like I did. So it's not really different, for me. There, and I haven't driven, a far distance. Not looking forward to that. But it is what it is. Just have to get back used to it, I think. But driving has been okay. I've been pretty successful. Mm. No accidents or anything like that, so, which is good. Um, I think it's because I'm so hyper aware of everything. Any little thing I'm gonna respond to, and that could be a good or a bad thing. Cause some of the stuff you don't need to respond to. Some of it is just people doing what people do. And I'm trying to get to a place back to where I understand that. And I just drive, not all tense. So that's what I'm working on. So that's the driving update for you all. Um, it is a little bit different having not driven in months and then being put back in the car. It is a little. It's kind of like when I first started driving. You know, I was very nervous kind of then. You know, in the past. And so I'm hoping this is going to be just like that when I first started driving. It'll be similar. If you have any questions about me driving, you can leave them down below and I will try to answer them. I don't know what else I can say about it. It's been pretty okay. Yeah, you know, it's been alright. My cousin had my car when I was in the hospital, and my car kind of smells like smoke now. So I'm trying to get rid of that smoky smell because I don't want people to think that I smoke. You know, I go to the doctor's office and he be sniffing and be like, you know, you're not supposed to smoke. You had a stroke. I'm not smoking. And my car just smells like smoke. I have tried all kinds of things. I have sprayed it. I've done everything. It still smells like that. I don't know what I need to do. I left the windows down. Tried to let it air out. It just still, there's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. I don't know what I'm. So that's the only problem is that my car smells smoky and I do not like that. But other than that, it's been fine. You know, you know, just getting back used to it though. If you have any questions, just leave them down below and I'll answer them. Otherwise, I will see you next week, and we will be back to the regularly scheduled program next week. I just wanted to update everybody on how, because I told y'all I passed my driving test, then I went driving, and I wanted to talk about how it was. And it is a little bit different. I do have a little bit of anxiety, and I did not have that before. And I think it's just, I want to be really careful. I don't want to get in no wrecks. No, I don't want to hurt nobody. And that just makes me anxious because I really want to get it right. And I think once I become more comfortable, that will go away and maybe I will not feel that way anymore. But right now, that's how I feel and that's what's been going on. So if you have any questions, I will answer them. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week with the regular schedule program.